named John O'Brien called The Faith of Millions.
Yeah.
And it talked about the Catholic faith of how like the Catholic priest calls down the
Yeah, that's
Lord.
something that quoted by James White, that he tries to use that to demonize the Catholic Church. So just because you have someone who makes a statement where he claims to be representing Catholics, but then you ignore the Catholic responses to it because that's been responded to. It's like me taking the worst of Calvinists and using them to bash other Calvinists instead of going with the mainstream view. So what he's quoting is a book that I heard James White reference that I use, that John O'Brien says that the priest brings down Jesus and immolates him, sacrifices him again.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, if instead of going to what some John O'Brien says, right,
Mhm.
have you actually gone to the official sources of the Catholic Church to see what they believe about that? It's
No.
not Jesus coming down. Yeah, of course you didn't, because you're hearing Protestants bashing. Jesus being brought down and being, see here, look what the Catholic said. Did you hear what the Catholic said? Blasphemy. See, this is the Catholic.
Okay.
Instead of saying that Jesus was brought down and immolated, sacrificed, why don't you go read the Catechism or the official sources of Catholic theology, and not by liberals, by the way, not by liberals, those who are conservative and believe what the historic Catholic Church has taught, and they'll tell you Jesus is not being brought down to the altar. That's a lie. It's that one sacrifice of Christ that's being offered to God over and over again. So Christ doesn't come down to be killed because he was crucified once for all, but you're able to then offer to God that one sacrifice over and over again, not re-sacrificing him. That's blasphemy. For example, the analogy given, you record an event, a moment in time on your recorder, right?
Right.
But you can replay it over and over again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that event is being performed over and over again? Or
No.
that event took place once, but it's being replayed over and over again?
Right. The latter.
That's the position of the Orthodox and the Catholic, that it's not you bring down Christ and re-sacrifice him. That's a lie. It's blasphemy. It's the one sacrifice is being presented to the church at the Eucharist, so that that one sacrifice is being offered over and over again, not him being re-sacrificed over and over again. Stop listening to weirdos and wackos, and stop listening to fanatical anti-Catholics who want to demonize the Catholic Church instead of being fair with what the Catholic Church teaches.